It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons.
Set to kick off.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Off play action. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Jones.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Yards to go.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Delay of game penalty, ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack, down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take it at the 42. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Jones.
That's good.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check, 59. 59 mark, check.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Giants nothing. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Giants nothing. Aldrich Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
First down, Giants.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry. Right there. 54 miles. Let's go, defense. Man up, D. Man up, D.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 now. I got you.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. A toss left. Henry. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He's brought down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To Henry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Henry again, the ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Safety's creeping. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Check three. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
46-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. 70 Lion. Check 52. Check.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
We got to step it up. Switch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
The tackle made by DeAndre Baker.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
You can't block me. You got hurt. You got 19 right here. You got right there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Giants nothing.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
First down.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Goal at the 9.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
The Giants' 10-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And oh, he coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble.
You. 19, Keep it there, right there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
27-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Play 56. Play 56. Hey, here we go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Again, the ball.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line.
56.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
56 to Mike. 50.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a street.
Back to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 21, Giants nothing. Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably... They should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, Bill. 19 right. It's going to be a long day.
Watch the eye. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's checking Craig.
Watch the safety creep.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I can't believe they even
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check 59. Mike is good.
And now here's a carry heading left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Check. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. 60 left. Watch the run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
27-yard line.
Let's get off the field. 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50. No street. Banjo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
I'm here all day. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You're not.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Uh-oh. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Giants 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Undercrush. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get him. Kill.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
32 on the carry.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
2-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. $13 yards remaining on second down. He'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. operating from the gun. Jones going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Brought down by
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Brought down by Darnay Holmes.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
And the Giants first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
First down, New York.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Henry. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 19-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Try and run for it with Lindsey. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And a late score here in this one.
Jones on the keeper. Touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Number 30.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.